So let's talk about stupid people. Let's talk about people that shouldn't have a platform or a microphone in front of them. And yes, I'm talking to you, AOC. Yes, I'm talking to you, Bernie Sanders, you communist. Never had a freaking real job a day in your life. You are the epitome of fucking socialism because you've done nothing other than spread bullshit your entire career and blamed everybody while you write books and buy this house or buy that house or fly around on this jet. You're a moron. You're a shame. You're a scam. And you wonder why AOC follows you blindly because she's another idiotic moron that came into Congress full of debt, now has enriched herself through the lies and all. It's funny that all of you liberal morons and all of you Democratic politicians want to blame the other side. It's the other side's fault. Well, Trump made us do this, or this person made us do that. It's funny how all these other people forced you to rob, steal, plagiarize yourself, and lie to the American people. All for what? For a bullshit promissory note that if things go the way that you're forecasting could be taken away in a blink of an eye by 4 or 5 people with guns. Huh. Isn't that funny? Is that why you're screaming so hard for gun control? Because you know that your lies and your atrocities are going to be brought to light and you're afraid that some patriots are going to come find you and take what's rightfully theirs back by force? Is that what you guys are scared of? I got bad news for you libtards. Most of the MAGA don't need guns to beat you. They don't. They're very skilled. They're very trained. And yes, some of them are of the female persuasion and they're badasses. They are. And they'll rip your head off and shit down your throat without even a second thought. That's what you guys are scared of. That's why you guys are trying to paint MAGA as this horrible racist bullshit. Look at the fucking crowd, you moron. Look at how many non-white faces you see in MAGA movements. And look at how many non-white faces you've seen at Charlie Kirk's memorials. There was a massive amount. So MAGA is not racist. Charlie Kirk is not racist. It's not about race why you people feel left out. It's about ideology. You believe the world is perfect. You believe everyone should have this, that, or whatever. You know why? Because you've never earned a goddamn thing in your life. You haven't. You've been given everything. Your parents handled you with white gloves because they were in fear of upsetting you. So now you think the rest of the world is going to coddle you. Buckle up, buttercup. The world has just begun to fuck you. If you're 20 something and you're in a college, you don't know what the fucking real world is. You're just figuring it out because you want to know why? Mommy and daddy are still paying your fucking bills. You're still living at their house. It's just an extension of their house, you goofball, moronic motherfucker. What have you done to earn your position at that college? Oh, you got good grades in high school because mommy and daddy told you, if you get good grades, I'll buy you this or I'll buy you that. See, you believed in this reward system that some of you sucker ass parents come up with. Here's the real story. You know why Gen X is kicking ass right now? Because we got told to get your ass outside. And unless somebody's bleeding or got a limb hanging off, don't fucking bother us. That's how our parents were. There was no running and telling. This one is making me feel bad. You would have got your head straight caved in if you did that shit with me growing up. My parents were fucking ruthless. They were about playing cards, having fun, and socializing with their friends. That's why they bought shit for outside, like lawn darts. Go play with them. Get out. Go outside. It's a beautiful day. Get the hell away from us. You know why? Because the parents wanted to socialize and be away from their kids. There's nothing wrong with it. There was no safe spaces. There was no coddling. There was no fucking kitty litter in a goddamn school. There was guns in gun racks in the back of pickup windows. There was no school shootings. There was morality. There was a moral compass. There were consequences and accountability. Something this new generation has absolutely no knowledge of. Absolutely none. You idiots aren't even accountable to your goddamn selves. You know why? Because you look in the mirror and you don't like what you see. So you sit there, you get on your phone and you look at the internet and you find someone that you think you want to be. And then you bring up names like Nelson Mandela or Dr. King or this or that person. You know, you would be lucky if you were a pimple on one of those individuals' asses. You know why? Because at least you would have got off your ass and you would have been able to see something. Those people that you like to drop their names, they were warriors. They were truth seekers. They were adventurous. They were conquerors. They were trying to make the world a better place. And then most of these individuals that names get dropped, they were trying to do it as non-violently as they possibly could. But guess what? They also understood that sometimes it takes violence is the only thing that changes things. And that is an unfortunate fact. Now, you look at what happened. Martin Luther King was assassinated. Did the movement die? No. No, it did not. The leadership changed. Maybe it was an inside job. There's a lot of theories to this, a lot of theories. But the movement didn't change. There's still a civil rights movement in this country still to this day. It's just not as prevalent as it was back then because a lot of civil rights have been restored or granted or however you want to place it to most people in this country. But there's still a civil rights movement that keeps track to make sure that people's civil rights aren't getting stomped on. It's a beautiful thing. So to Dr. Martin Luther King's family, congratulations. You have a lot to be prideful for. Then it's the same thing with Charlie Kirk. Do you really think his message is new? No, his message ain't new. His delivery was new because he could intelligently debate your smartest individual of the stupid side and annihilate you in fact. Now think about that. Annihilate you in fact. So what do? Oh shit. We're losing members. This guy, Charlie, he's moving people. That's what Charlie understood, you goofballs. The truth doesn't need to be disguised. It doesn't need to be changed. All it needs to be is spoken. That's it. The truth will run for days, years, centuries, and not get tired because the truth never changes. A lie always does. A lie will switch crazy. That's what you guys don't understand. You goofballs are on the side of lies. Everybody else is on the side of truth. Come on over here. Kool-Aid's cold. Chips are crisp. And the show's about to begin. Take a seat. Enjoy winning for once. Have a good day.